It's your girl, Gel Beauty 87 here, and the sun is setting, as you can see, because it's like right in my face. But anyway, that's not the point of this video, so let's get to it, because I'm super behind on making this video. I didn't necessarily plan on making one, though, so that's probably why I'm so far behind, because I was like, oh, yeah, maybe I should do that, too. So I'm talking about my Black Friday / Cyber Monday recommendations. That's on 19th? No. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with the stuff you can buy at Ulta and Sephora at a discounted rate, you know, like Macy's, places like that, where they all just have the same sale running. Then I'm gonna go into the like influencer, like YouTuber type brands. Then we're gonna get into like indie brands, celebrity brands, if you will, and then I guess I'll put the celebrity brands with the YouTuber brands, and then we'll go ahead and get into like some black owned brands, some luxury brands, some affordable brands. Like I got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff sitting in front of you, there's a whole bunch of stuff around me. So let's get started, because y'all know I'll ramble my ass off for days, and then this video will be like 30 minutes long, and it'll take forever to upload, and you won't see it till probably tomorrow, and I want you to see it today. So let's start off with Naked palette. So this isn't my favorite Naked palette. I like the Naked Honey better, but this is the only one I have here, so I want to show you a Naked palette, and this is one of the Naked palettes on sale. So let me open the inside. I'm shocked that the ultraviolet one still isn't on sale yet. I'm still waiting for it to go on sale, because I want to do a palette mashup with it and this one, Naked Cherry. But this is what Naked Cherry looks like on the inside. It's on sale at Macy's, Sephora, and Ulta. I've seen, I don't know about any other places, but all those places I know this is on sale for $24.50. So if you want it, definitely go ahead and snag it up. Let's see the next thing I got. So some of these things are some of the brands, like the indie brands, are on sale at Ulta as well. So I might show some of those here, but or I might just wait and tell you the prices of those elsewhere. The next thing I have is the Kylie Cosmetics lipsticks. All of these are on sale for $10 right now. My favorite shade in her lipsticks is one of the cream ones. It's called Butterscotch. I've worn it in the last like 2 videos I filmed over the last 2 days. This is what the color looks like. It's just a nice peachy color. I usually put a lip gloss on top of it. I know it's a cream lipstick, but I like it to look even creamier. So what I'll do is I'll put the Maybelline lifter gloss in the shade Stone number 8, and I'll put it on top of this lipstick, and then I just use a lip liner that I'm going to talk about from an influencer brand with it, and it looks really nice. I mean, you can pair it with True Brown K or any brown lip liner if you want, but this is currently $10 at Ulta, so I feel like it was a good deal, and I should talk about it, because her lipstick formula is actually pretty good when it comes to the bullets. So now we're gonna get into stuff that you can get at Sephora. So I have the Fenty Glow set. So this is the cream Fenty Glow blush, the cream the diamond balm Fenty Glow highlighter. I have both of them on my face right now, and then there's a full-size gloss balm that goes with it. This is, I think, like 50% off on Sephora. Now on her website, it's you only get 30% off, but on their website I believe it is 20 whatever. If you want to get it from her website, I guess you can go check it out, but I know it's $29 on Sephora, and I didn't see it on sale on her website. Also, the Fenty Gloss Bomb set, it is on sale for $25.50. The new one that she just came out with, this is from last year's collection. I think she made this one into a full size. It's called Pretty Please. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the size that it will be. These are on sale for, like I said, $25.50. I think you get, it's 4 or 5 of them you get in the collection. I forgot how many. I believe it's 4, but that's a pretty good deal, because one of these is $18, and you get to try different colors, and you get, how many ounces is in this? 0.18 fluid ounces is in here, which I think is a pretty good deal for like 5 lipsticks. I mean, lip glosses, especially with this formula. This formula is amazing. It's absolutely wonderful, and I recommend it. So we're going to talk about the lipstick I have on now. This is Griselda from Fenty Beauty. Now, this one, what do you call it? They have this one in a set along with Spanked for $11, but the full-size one of this is on sale for $9 on Sephora's website, so I definitely think you should try it out. I don't know if it's on sale on Rihanna's website or not. I forgot to look when I did look on her website, but this one is on sale on Sephora for $9, the full-size one. And I definitely recommend this color. I recommend the color Single, and there's one other color. I forgot the name of the other color, but it's 3 colors I recommend. And then there's an orangey shade, I forgot the name, Freckle Fiesta, that one. So those are the colors I recommend from this. The formula is really nice on these. This is a dark color I like to leave here in my grandmother's house when fall comes and stuff like this, so I can have it on and look amazing like I do now. So okay, that's all the stuff I have from Sephora. I mean, from Sephora and Ulta. Next, let's get into, let me see. Yeah, we're just gonna get into the indie brands now, and the not indie brands, the YouTuber and celebrity brands. So KKW's website is having a sale where it's like 30% off. I was actually looking at her birthday palette just because I was like shocked she actually put any type of color into a palette whatsoever that wasn't like, you know, the Makeup by Mario's where it's like a pop of blue, or, you know, this kind of like poppy type shade along with this poppy type shade, because I feel like if you took out this row again, it's just like a boring color story with like some yellow. So instead of a pop of blue with it, I feel like they did a pop of red with this one. But yeah, so I have these from the brand. You've seen a review on 3 of them. You didn't see a review on this one, but this is the So Fire one. All of them are $31.50 except the new collection she just came out with. So this is what it looks like. This was on clearance on Ulta's website a while ago for like $7 or something like that. I think Beauty Deals BFF had like showed it off. But I mean, the quality of these palettes is nice. It's just a question of if you like the brand or not. I haven't bought anything from them since I bought this last Mario palette, but you all know why if you've seen my video. So we're not going to get into that because, again, we don't have time to ramble about that. We need to get into all the other awesome deals that there are. Because to me, this deal isn't that great. But, you know, it'll do for, you know, what it is. Let's see. Next, I have some stuff from Persona Cosmetics. So they're having a 30% off sale. And this is the eyeshadow palette they came out with last time, the Identity 2 palette. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I think it's a decent color story, you know. You got your nice little cool tone row here. You got like a little pop of green situation here. You got a more neutral one, and then you got like a more berry tone one. So this is a cute little palette. The quality of her palettes is pretty nice. I personally prefer the Color Theory ones. I was hoping she'd come up with some more of these. Hopefully she will next summer. I don't know. Of course, my favorite one is the pink one. The only thing that sucks about the pink one is there is no shimmer shade, so I don't have any inner corner highlight to choose from in this palette. So that's fine though. You can usually just put your highlighter in your inner corner, but I really like this one the best. It comes with an eyeliner pencil and then a brush, and I think it's like $30-something, but I think it's a pretty good value. And then I have the, what is this, the Copper palette. I figured this is more other people's speed. This one has a couple of shimmers in it, so it's like they give you inner corner shimmer and then they give you a lid shimmer, or you can just do a simple all matte look with those 3 shades. Obviously I can't use this shade, but you know, I'm sure they figured the vast majority of people who buy makeup would, which is why they put it in there. But it's a nice palette, and they have some good quality stuff. Last thing I have to show is the liquid lipsticks. This is the only liquid lipstick I have here. This is the one Holy Grail. I personally like the one called Flamingo. It's a pink shade, and then she has some glosses that are really nice. I like the gloss Toffee and Shortcake. So I usually use Flamingo, or I think it's the color pink, and then I'll put Shortcake on top of that with a nice little liner, and that's a nice little lip combo to me. So those are my recommendations from the brand. They also have really nice highlighters, but my highlighters are at home. I like the one Delmar, and I think Zuma is the other one that I use. I usually mix them together. Like I'll put Zuma on, and then I'll put Delmar on top to lighten it up when I want a little bit of a lighter effect, because the formula of those is really nice. So those are my recommendations from that brand, and they're having 30% off sale. So if you want to take advantage, you definitely should. Next, let's get into some of the stuff that's actually on my face. So I have on the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. If you all remember my review on this, I like the formula, but I don't like the color. I still don't like the color. However, I just make the color work because I did pay for it, because I reviewed it. So I was like, I need to like use it. So I put it on today so I could show you what it looks like. I forgot to bring the concealer with me though, because I really like the concealer. That's the thing I would recommend to you over this. I don't remember what shade I wear in the concealer though, so you'd have to go watch my video where I review the concealer. But the foundation, I wear the shade 133 because from what I remember in this, like the other undertone that they had with yellow, it was like a yellow and red undertone, and I wasn't feeling that. So I just went with this one, which is a neutral undertone. And then I just put on yellow concealer and then like, you know, yellow banana powder to make sure it works. So of course, y'all already know I'm going to recommend the Daisy X Katie Friendcation palette. This palette is always on sale though, but it doesn't matter. Like if you don't have it in your collection, why the hell not? This palette is amazing. It's gorgeous. Look at it. It has your blue, and then it has this darker shade to make the blue more vibrant. It has this light green, goldish, dirty shade called Dirty Money. It has this lovely red tone shade. Then everybody likes this shade, Just a Kiss. This is actually a shade I don't really like and use the least. But, you know, I figure it's nice if you do an all matte look and then you just want a little shimmer on top of the matte or something. I don't know. I don't really know what its purpose is because I don't like it, but you know, to each his own. I think it's a gorgeous palette. I think the form of it is really nice, and I think If you can get it, you should. I also like the I Love Side E palette, and I saw it on sale on Ulta a while ago. I don't know if it's still on sale there, but obviously since Dose of Colors is having a sale, it's on sale on their website. I have some of their glosses here with me. I don't have any of their liquid lipsticks, but my favorite liquid lipstick from them is Stone and Cork, and they actually, oh, and Chocolate Wasted. They actually have a set of, this one I'm showing you right now. This gloss is called On Repeat. They have a velvet one, a matte lipstick, and then like a lip liner and a lip gloss. As you can see, I already have the lip gloss. I like their lip gloss formula. I like lip glosses that are quite pigmented though. So that's why I like the Dose of Color ones, because they're pigmented. And then if you like less pigmented glosses, you probably like the Persona Cosmetics ones better, because they're not as pigmented as those. So with those, I usually put a liquid lipstick on, and then I'll put the Persona ones on, because I feel like the Persona ones look the Persona ones don't have as much pigmentation as the Dose of Color ones do. Anyway, let's get into the next influencer brand. So I have, of course, Dominique Cosmetics, because we know I love Dominique Cosmetics. I'm just showing this palette to give you an idea of the size of her palettes, because I don't have any other palettes here with me, because this was like a last minute situation, because I wasn't going to film one of these, but then I was just like, why not? You might as well. But yeah, this is the Rustic Glam. I believe she doesn't even have this on her website anymore. My favorite palettes from her, I'm just showing you what it looks like so you can get an idea of her pan sizes and stuff like that. But anyway, my favorite palettes from her are Celestial Storm, what is it, Berries and Cream, and then the original Latte palette. The Latte 2 is okay, but I just like the original one better. I think I like the pops of color in that one a little bit better. So those are the palettes I recommend if you're interested in buying palettes from her. I love her lip liner she came out with. There's only one that works for my skin tone though, but you know, it's okay. Lots of chocolate girls usually use a brown lip liner. I'm the weird one who wants to do a monochromatic thing. Like right now I have a lip liner that matches this lipstick on. Anyway, this is the shade Brown Sugar. It's really nice. It says you can fill and define your lips, so I guess you can fill them in with this lip liner too. I have never tried it, but you know, it's a really nice lip liner. I like the shade of it. It's different than any other shade I have in my collection, and I recommend you try this. Now, don't try the new lipsticks if you my skin tone, unless you like your lips but better type situation, because the colors are not going to work for you at all. Sis, don't even waste your time. I have two shades right here, and I didn't really think either one of them looked good on me. This is the shade, what is it, Nude Cocoa, and as you can see, like, this is like concealer lips, Black Girl Edition. So, I mean, if you like concealer lips, Black Girl Edition, then, you know, go ahead and get it. But I just wouldn't recommend it. I have a video about it. If anyone's interested, you can go check that out. I can't link it in the cards above because I'm not at home and I didn't go get a hot spot to bring with me, because my son said he wasn't going to come with me when I first came. So I didn't go to the library and get it. And then the next day he decided he wanted to come with me. So it's like, well, it was Thanksgiving then. So obviously the library is closed. Anyway, the last thing I have to recommend from Dominique Cosmetics before we get into the next YouTuber brand is her liquid lipsticks. Now, I really like her liquid lipsticks. I love the one she came out with for the Berries and Cream collection. So it's called Creamy Pink. And I forgot the name of the other shade, the darker one. It's the berry shade. It looks really nice, and she did a pretty lip combo with it. And every time I use them, I always do the lip combo that she did in her video, which is obviously you put the darker one on the outer part, and then you put the creamy pink shade in the middle, and it's so gorgeous. Like, that's one of my all-time favorite lip combinations to do. It's gorgeous. But I have this one to show you because I don't really use that much red. So this is the color Love Drop. I think she came out with these Valentine's Day, or I have forgot exactly when, but it's like two nude shades she came out with, and then like two red shades. I got the lighter of the two because I'm not really big on cranberry lips as I sit here with a cranberry lip, but this is the lip I decided to wear today. So to me, this is just more my mom's lip color, so that's why I don't really wear it that often, because I'm just like But I mean, if it's your vibe, sis, I ain't mad at you. You gotta do what you feel you need to do for you. So the next palette I have is Lunar Beauty palette. So I actually really love Manny MUA's formula on his palette. I just got this one in, and I just did a 3 looks 1 palette, so that should be coming sometime soon. I don't know when. I'm trying to start doing 3 looks 1 palette instead of giving y'all all these palette masters, because I can see you tired of them. But this is what the palette looks like on the outside. I love the attention to detail he has on this. This is a gorgeous palette. And I love the color story he picked, because y'all already know this is my vibe. Blues and greens and purples. Like, what? And then it's this nice neutral thing in the middle for when, you know, I don't feel like trying to be extra and I can do a simple look and get out the door quickly. The formula on these is really nice. I will say I was disappointed in like this blue shade right here, but otherwise I feel like the rest of the colors work just fine. And I was shocked because I thought that purple is what I was going to be disappointed in, this one right here, but this one works fine. It was this shade that I was disappointed by, but otherwise this is a great palette. I also love his Strawberry Dreams palette. I think that's really nice. His new palette looks nice, but it seems like to be more neutral and just like a shade of pop blue row or something like that. So I'm like, I'm not necessarily feeling that, so I'm not going to go ahead and grab it. But I did want to speak on his other palettes because I think they are really nice. Okay, so the last influencer brand I have to talk about is Huda Beauty. So I'm gonna start with the highlighter palette because I saw that this was 50% off. This is my favorite one from her. It's the Bronze Sands palette. Let me show you what the inside of it looks like. This is what it looks like on the inside. These highlighters look gorgeous on someone my skin tone. And then there's this nice cream highlighter. And mine still works pretty well the last time I checked, but I haven't used this palette in quite a time. But I know the powders still work nice. So even if this cream shade doesn't work for you that well, the powders will still perform beautifully. And this is a beautiful palette. And at 50% off, I definitely think you should take advantage and hook yourself up and buy it. The next thing I have, of course, is her liquid lipstick. She is known for her liquid lipsticks and eyelashes from what I'm told. These are just two colors I left here at my grandmother's house. My two favorite colors are Venus and I forgot the name of the other one. But here, sorry. Well, yeah, this is Venus. And then this is Bombshell. So it's two other shades I like a little bit better, which is why I left these here. But the formula on these is phenomenal. I cannot deny that. I love her liquid lipstick formula. It's very nice. I like her setting powders as well. I don't have them here. I have them at home because since they're one of my favorite things, I want to make sure they're at home with me. So her setting powders are really nice. She has one called Kunafa and there's one called Cinnamon Bun. Those are two that I use. Cinnamon Bun is the one I use all over my face because it's the darker one. And then Kunafa is the yellow one that you use underneath the eye. And they are beautiful powders. However, they do have a scent to them. So if you don't like scents, I don't know if you should be rushing out to get them. I'm going to just tell you now because it has a scent. Now, I don't feel like the scent lingers. I've heard other people say that the scent lingers for them. It doesn't linger for me, but when I put it on, I do smell it. So there's that. I have these two palettes. I just wanted to show you the mini palettes. I recommend the Nude Rich palette if you're my skin tone. And I actually like the neon pink. This is the neon orange. That's the one I brought and left here. Again, since I like the neon pink, obviously I left it at home. But this is what the inside of this one looks like. I thought the form of these was nice. I know some people say the form of these isn't as good as her bigger palettes. And I totally agree. Like New Nudes is my all-time favorite Huda Beauty big size palette, because those are my type of nudes, the berries and things like that. So I would recommend that one. I would recommend the neon pinks from this collection. And from this collection, I actually recommend this one right here. This is just the pastel lilac. The only thing I don't like about these is like, I feel like all the shimmers in here are topper shades. So they're not true shimmers. So I feel like you would have to put a shimmer underneath it and then like put this on top. Or maybe put like a deeper shade like I have on my eye now. And then put this on top to get like that extra pigmented pop that you want, because otherwise it's just gonna look real sheer, and that's what made me mad about this palette. But it's not the quality of it, it's just more of the fact that she put topper shades instead of actually pigmented shimmer shades. That kind of disappointed and angered me, but you know, it's a teach his own type thing. I'm just sitting stuff on the floor, y'all, because I'm running out of space and we still got to go through a whole bunch of other stuff, so I'm trying to move it around as best I can. All right. So now we're gonna get into some of my black owned brands. So I know Beauty Bakery has this palette on sale for, I think it's like $10.80, and this is an exceptional palette. Like, this bronzer is everything. I love this blush tone. It's very nice, and then it has this great little highlighter in it. I feel like this would pair really well if you bought that Fenty set. This blush would pair well with that. I should have tried this on today, but I told y'all I'm trying to pan certain things, so that's why I'm not using some other things that I really do like, just to pan the other things so I can truly enjoy these and know I don't have other stuff sitting around that I don't really want and want to get rid of but don't want to declutter and give to someone. This is an exceptional palette. I like the Aqua Glass foundation and concealer as well, and I like the flower powder. I wear the shade Plantain. I don't like the original yellow one she came out with, so when she came out with the Plantain shade, which is more of a deeper banana shade, I like deeper banana shades, not just plain banana shades, even though that's a shade I have on right now. They are great. So those are the products I recommend. I haven't tried any of her lip products, and I haven't tried any of her lip liners, so I can't speak on those, but that palette I just showed you alongside the other things I spoke about are definitely things I would recommend you try from the brand. The next thing I have is Oma Beauty. So I love these lipsticks. This is the shade Tracy. This is what it looks like. You've seen me wear this in videos a couple of times. Like I had this on, and then I put a lifter gloss on top of it from Maybelline. I put the shade Crystal on top. It's a bronzy, shimmery type lip gloss. It's a really those are really nice formula, and I like to pair those with lipsticks that I want an extra glimmer to or a glossy finish to. So I would recommend these lipsticks. I recommend their concealer and foundation as well. It's called the Say What foundation. I think I wear the shade T3 Brown Sugar. Don't quote me, it might be T2. I have a video on that too. So if you're interested in what shade I wear, you can just go type in Gel Beauty 87 and in the hashtag, or just type in Uma Beauty Gel Beauty 87. I don't know. But I have hashtags just about all my videos, I'm pretty sure. So just type in my hashtag and you should be able to find just about everything. That concealer is amazing. Their foundation is amazing, and their lipstick is really nice. I have not tried their lip liners, but I'm thinking about getting one of the sets for the holidays. I didn't try their eyeshadows either, but they have an eyeshadow set I want. And I heard Adriangameover saying the cream, and Too Much Mouth saying their cream contour stick is really nice, so I'm thinking about grabbing that right now too. The next thing I have is the Proper Beauty lipsticks. I just actually bought 2 new colors, so I have the shades Limitless, Focus, Victorious, Finesse. The shade I have in my hand is Profits, and then I bought one called Her Magic. So I bought Profits and Her Magic recently. This is what Profits looks like. I haven't tried it on yet, so maybe I'll do a full face of black-owned brands or something when I get some more products in, and we can try this out on camera. I tried out Her Magic already on camera, if I remember correctly, so you should see that one coming up soon, hopefully. I did a foundation review Friday, for Wednesday and Thursday, so that should be coming up soon. The next, let's see. So the last black-owned brand I have to, well, the last indie-ish type black-owned brand I have to talk about, because y'all know I got to talk about mother, is Juvia's Place. So if you like the Wahala palette, I would definitely recommend you go and pick it up now while they have it in stock. I like some of the shades in here. I wouldn't say I like the color story of this palette overall, but it's a nice color story, and it's the typical Juvia's Place quality. So if you like their quality, I definitely recommend that you pick it up now, especially since it's on sale. And then this one is on sale at Ulta for $8.40, but it's on sale on their website for $7. But if you're already on Ulta picking something up, you can always use the $3.50 coupon off, and it'll probably end up being about the same depending on how much stuff you're picking up. But this is what the Sweet Pinks palette looks like. This is the only one I had here. I think the Nubian Royals on sale too, the purple one, but it has a pressed glitter. So if you don't like the pressed glitters, I don't know if you should get it. But I love the dark purple shade in that palette that's up here at the top. This palette I like okay. It's just this pink right here to me was disappointing. I felt like it was more like a topper shade and didn't pick up well on a brush or on my fingers. So I like the mattes in here. I'm not necessarily excited about the shimmers, or maybe it's just mainly this shimmer, but this is a great palette. I recommend the violets, the Nubian Royal, and the berries is okay as well. I like this one too, but the violets is probably my personal favorite because it's like a cool tone purple type situation, and I absolutely love that. Of course, I have the foundation and the concealer. The foundation is good if you're a full coverage queen. This is the shade Burkina. In the wintertime, I wear Lagos, but in the summertime, I wear Burkina, so that's why that one was here, because, you know, I film a lot of my videos here, and I have to stay here a lot of the time on the weekend in the summertime. So this is a really nice foundation. You don't have to use that much and get a full coverage look. With this one, I don't even have to, like, conceal underneath my face like I normally do. I mean, I do it anyway just because it's habit, but it's not like a necessity. It's just more of sticking to my routine. The concealer from this line is actually my favorite thing. The I Am Magic concealer is really nice. I think I wear the shade 12 if I remember correctly. Don't quote me. Again, I have a video on this and the concealer and the powder, so if you want to see, just check it out. And the powder, I really love this powder. I use this powder quite a bit while I'm here. This is in shade Kalahari. It's a yellow banana-ish type shade. Let me show it so you can see. And it's that kind of darker golden yellow banana shade that I was talking about that I really like. The last product I have to recommend is the lipsticks, lip glosses, and the lip liners that just came out this year. They had a sale where I think the lipsticks were like $8.40, and I think they're normally like $14 or $15. So I snagged like 3 more of them and like 2 lip glosses. The shade I have here is barely there. My personal favorite shades are Caramel Rose and Sis. Those are the two that I like the best. I need to get the lip gloss Kiss Me just so I can finish out the line. I grabbed this one instead though, because I figured this would go good over that Kylie lipstick I showed you all earlier as an extra little glossy finish, instead of always using the Stone Maybelline lip gloss. So I love these lip glosses, but I told you all my recommendations. Oh, with the lipsticks, my recommendations would be a Mauve Moment, In Vogue, and Muted as far as lipsticks go. The only other one I tried from them was Chic. I had that one on recently in a video, and I like that one as well. So if you like mauve type shades, a Mauve Moment and Chic would be your best bet. Then the peachy tone one is In Vogue, and then obviously the brown one is Muted. It's more of a cool tone, ashish type taupey lipstick, and I really like that color. I was blessed to get all the colors I like, because when they first came out, they didn't have swatches of any of them online. They just had like they didn't, I guess they weren't really prepared for that because of the pandemic or whatever, so it just, honey, it was a hot mess. Okay, so the best deal I have found so far is this Nomad Cosmetics Orient Express palette. This is currently 50% off today. I don't know if it's just today only or anyway, but I just recently did a video on this, so it shouldn't be hard to find this one on my videos at all. I absolutely love this palette, and for $22, sis, you need to go grab it, because I bought mine used for $25 and still had to pay like almost $10 worth of shipping on Poshmark. So if you get it for $22 on their website, and I think their shipping is only like $5, $5.99, something like that, that means you'll get it $27, the same price. I had to pay, I think, $30 something for this one, and the palette is only like $44, so you'll get it brand new and better than I did. But, you know, I'm just trying to get up the review. But I'm thinking about getting another one just to put in the giveaway. So we'll see about that. Now let's get into a little bit more indie stuff. I'm sorry I'm moving kind of fast, but I have videos on all the stuff I'm talking about. So it's not like you won't have seen the video. And I'm sorry that the sun is coming in like at this horrible angle. I feel like I just look awful. But again, I'm trying to get this video for y'all today. So we just got to push through with this. So next I have the Soul Mane palette by Oden's Eye. This is what it looks like on the inside. I actually prefer the Alva palette and the Alva 2 palette, but this is, again, the palette I have here with me, so I had to show you what I got. I was thinking about getting the Freya palette and, again, putting that in the giveaway, because I do love the formula of these, and I want you all to experience it as well. So I don't know if I'll get to that, but let's keep our fingers crossed and hope. So I'm just giving y'all some ideas of some possible things that'll be in there, but you'll actually see what's going to go in the Christmas giveaway when it gets here. I'm currently doing my birthday giveaway right now, and that one ends... I believe it ends this Sunday. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, you need to go over to my Instagram and then type done on the picture. It's a while down because my birthday was November the 8th. So you will have to look down a little bit, but you know, it's down there. Those palettes are 40% off, by the way. I didn't mention that, so you should definitely hop on that before Cyber Monday ends and hook that up. The next I have is the Glam Light Pizza Veggie Lovers palette. So I actually like the little palettes. I don't like the big palettes, I've come to find. So the quality of the little palettes I like is the quality of the big palettes I don't like. So they have a little bundle with all the little mini palettes that she has, like the Street Taco and this palette. And then there's like a Meat Lovers palette, which has like pinks and reds in it. And then she has a donut palette with some colorful shades in it. So she has a nice variety of them. And then she has a new burger slider palette. And like the whole bundle was like $65. And I thought that was actually a steal, because I think this one by itself is like $24 or something. So you got to think 20, 20, 20, 20. And it's like 5 of those or 6 of these she has in mini sizes. So you're getting all 6 for as close to like, what, like $10 a piece or something like that. I think that's an exceptional deal, because like I said, I like the formula in the small ones, but in the big ones I have a tendency not to like. So I definitely recommend you get the little small bundle set just to try out the brand and get some of the colors. Plus, when you get the big one, I feel like you just end up getting repeat colors. And I feel like in the small ones, it doesn't necessarily work like that. So that's just my personal opinion on it. If you do, use the code KH Makeup. That's Karen Harris's code. Also, on Proper Beauty, use the code KH Makeup. Now, I don't remember if Karen has a Nomad Cosmetics code or not, but you have to use I think BF 2020 to get the deal on the Nomad palette, so you wouldn't be able to use her code anyway. But yeah. Oh, when it comes to Juvia's Place, I use the code Fumi. That's Fumi Desan. I believe that's how you say it. And you can get an extra 10% off on the steals that they already have. But anyway, the next brand I have to talk about is Kaleido. So they sent me an email. I think they're having a 30% off sale. I believe it's 30%. Do not quote me. But yeah, this is what their palette format looks like. They don't make this one anymore, so I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to give you an idea of what the packaging looks like on the majority of their palettes. They only have one palette that has a different packaging on it. But this is the number 5. My personal favorite, I like the Lunar Lavender one that they just came out with. That's the number 8, I believe. Or it's 7 or 8. And then there's the Astro Pink, which is the number 3, which is my personal favorite. That's my all-time favorite Kaleidos palette from them. The Escape Pod is pretty good as well. The only thing is, to me, that one had a lot of repeating shades in it, and I wasn't really feeling it. So to each his own, but that's why I didn't necessarily mention it. The formula of it is nice, but I just don't like all the replete shades. Like, it was 2 greens and like it was like 2 other shades. It was exactly really close and similar, and I wasn't feeling that. The next thing I have from them is the Lucid lip glosses. I like these lip glosses okay. I like them better than their liquid lipsticks. I don't like their liquid lipsticks. They're like more of like a stain type tint thing instead of an actual like opacity that stays on the lips like what I have on right now. So that's why I don't like them. This gloss is pretty nice, so I'm actually thinking about putting it on right now while we're sitting here. But I'll put that to the side to the end because we got other stuff to talk about. Like, I still haven't talked about any luxury brands, and I still got a couple of affordable brands too. So this video is going to be long, even though I tried to cut it short. But y'all know how I am, so you know my efforts were futile. You get these other affordable brands. I have other affordable things I want to talk about, but I don't have all of them here, so I won't be able to show all of them. But I'm going to show a vast majority of the stuff I have from this brand, because I like to keep this brand in my grandmother's house because it makes me feel like I have luxury without a huge price tag. So I have the Retro Paradise palette from e.l.f. This is actually on sale for 40% off right now, so it's like $8.40. I'm thinking about putting this in the giveaway as well, just because I actually really enjoyed this palette. And if you all saw the video, I compared this to the Juvia's Place Magic Mini palette. If you want to see, you can look through my videos again. I'm not at home, so I'm not gonna be able to link all this stuff in the cards, but this is what the palette looks like. I think this was an exceptional palette. This is the first time I actually liked one of their big palettes, because their other older big palettes I did not like, but my girl It's Glam XO Beauty told me that this one was different quality than those, so I was willing to try it out, and I did. I'm glad I did, because I actually really like this palette and recommend that you get it, because it's only $8.40. Next, I have the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadows. This is Hot Jalapeno. Of course, y'all know I had to have the green one. If you don't really like to have a lot of colorful shades in your collection, this is perfect for you, because it's a cute little green palette that you can pick up when you want to do green looks, and then you don't have to buy like a Gemini palette, or you don't even have to buy the what is it, Sci-Fi green palette from Kaleidos, or like, you know, the avocado palette from BH, or the, you know, pistachio when it comes back in stock, because I hear it's coming back in December. If you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, you can get this for $3 and still have some green eyeshadows in your collection and have that little pop of color when you need to. So I would definitely recommend you get this one. Now this one is the Berry Bad palette. If you're like a neutral mauve tone lover and you just need some quick on the go makeup, I feel like this would be a good idea, keeping your car in your like drawer at the office, so that way if you have to go out for the night, you can darken up your look with this cute little palette here. Or if you just had to rush to work and didn't get a chance to put on your makeup, you could just have this in your drawer and put it on real quick and be something quick and simple and easy. So these are 2 of my favorite color stories. They have one called Truffle that I actually really like too, from when I want to do a smoky eye and I don't want to try too hard. But I left that one in the bathroom by accident, and you know, we already like 30-something minutes into this video and I'm not done yet, so I was like, we're not going back. It's too late. It's too late. So next I have the what are these, the Bite Size blushes. It's a blush and highlighter. This is one of my favorite shades. This is Spiced Apple. This is the one I have on my face right now. So I have this highlighter on, and then I put the Fenty Glow highlighter on top of it, and then I have this blush on top of the Fenty Glow cream blush. This is one of my favorite duos from them. I like this one and the pomegranate one. They didn't have that many to choose from for my skin tone, unfortunately. I bought the guava one, but I feel like, again, that one wouldn't show up on me that well unless it's wintertime. So I'm taking advantage of being able to use this one and the guava one now that it is fall, winter here in Chicago. But otherwise, the only one I can truly use like year round would be the color pomegranate. And I think it's kind of sad that there's only one shade. But, you know, hopefully they expand it eventually. But the majority of the shades, as usual, don't, you know, work with my skin tone. So anyway, the other things I have are the e.l.f. 16-hour camel concealers. I wear the shades Deep Chestnut and Deep Olive. I like Deep Olive because it has a more yellow undertone, and then Deep Chestnut is more of my skin tone, so I'll usually start off with this one, and then I'll put Deep Olive on top at the ends and give that extra brightening effect, and then put my yellow banana powder underneath the eye to try that out. So I recommend those. I don't like the new ones they came out with, the hydrating satin ones. I don't like those. I have them, but I just usually try to mix them in with those to like get rid of them because they're not something that I'm just reaching for and like, yes, I love it, I need it. Oh, y'all, the sun is disrespecting me so bad. The next thing I have is the Elf Beauty Shield Antioxidant Enriching Skin Protection Daily Defense Makeup Mist. Was that a long enough name? I think so. I like to use this when I'm like pushing the powder in my skin and like trying to let everything melt in the skin and help it look natural and whatnot. So I use this one for that. And then the one I use to finish off is the new one that they came out with, the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, up to 16-hour wear. Now the only thing is the nozzle gets stuck on this when it comes to mine, so I don't know if it has something to do with the formula or what, but it's a good product. You might want to pour it into another container, because sometimes I just do that with stuff. Like if I like it and I feel like it doesn't do a good job in the container they sent it to me, I pour it in something else. Like I might pour this in the ColourPop Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid bottle when I'm done with that, since I know the spray on that one works better than the spray on this one. So sometimes you can just move stuff around, especially at that price point, because I think that's like only $10, and for $10 I definitely, you know, hook that up. The last thing, I'm sorry, I have two more things to show you. So I have the Elf Blurring Primer Serum. If you like the Farsali Skin Tone Blur, you'll like this. I actually have this on my face right now to smooth out my skin, so you can kind of get an idea of how it makes your foundation look. I feel like my face looks pretty smooth and nice, and I only use this primer. I didn't use anything else. I usually go in with the Wet n Wild Coconut 3-in-1 priming water, but I actually finally panned that, so I just used this today. I feel like it looks just as nice as when I use my Tatcha Silk Canvas or my Skin Tone Blur from Farsali. So I definitely recommend you pick it up because it's absolutely amazing and you need it. And it's only, if I remember correctly, it was like $6, and I think they're having a 40% off sale now, so that would make it like $2.40 or something like that, I believe. Sorry, no, that's $10, so that'll still make it like, I want to say like $6 or $5.40, something like that. The point is it'll be under $10, and the Farsali one is like $54, so you can buy like still probably like 6 or 7 of those to equal the price of one Farsali one. I know Farsali's having a sale, but that one's still going to be, probably buy like 5 of them and still be the same price as that one Farsali one on sale. So just go ahead and buy the Elf one, sis. It does just as good a job. I have a video on that comparing it as well. So the last thing I have to talk about is these Elf lipsticks. I like their lip glosses as well. I couldn't find the one I like. It's one called Mocha Twist that I like from them. It's really good formula. It's supposed to be, I think, their plumping lip gloss. I didn't feel any plumping per se. It did give my lips a more glossy effect though. It's just like a chocolate, brown lip gloss, but you know, it does the job. And for like $5, well, again, that means it's like maybe like $3.40 or something like that, because they're having 40% off sale. You should definitely get it. Now these are like, I think $3 or $5, so I don't know if they're on sale or not. They were some of a newer product this year. These are the Seriously Satin lipsticks. I have 3 shades. My favorite shade is this orange one, Permission. Then my second favorite, I believe, is this shade Pepper, this one right here. And then I have the shade called Cream. Now this is a little too new for me. I think I should have got the shade Nectar, but it seems to be like a more orangish type shade, and I didn't necessarily want that. I wanted more of a nude, but they don't have a nude that works for me. Oh, Jesus, let me turn y'all this way, because the sun keeps hitting me in the face like this, and it's just very rude. So let me sit up like this. And I have the window closed, so I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, I recommend these lipsticks, that you try them out. They're like $3 to $5. I don't remember exactly how much they were, because I bought them like at the beginning of summer, and we have a long since left summer. So let's finally get into the last drugstore brand. So, the BH Cosmetics palette. So this one is 50% off on their website right now, so it's $9. And then some of the other ones I like the blueberry muffin, is actually sold out. They don't have that one anymore, but they still have the avocado toast. And if I remember correctly, they still had the mimosa one, and I like both of those as well. I like obviously the blueberry muffin and the avocado toast better than I like the mimosa, but all of them are good palettes, and those were 25% off though. So avocado toast is $12.90 or $12.50, and so is the mimosa palette. This palette is $9 right now. They had another one, the Summer in San Tropez. I told y'all I didn't even like that one, so I'm not showing it. It gives me Riviera vibes though, so if you didn't want to buy Riviera, I guess you could look into that one if you can't find it TJ Maxx, and it was only $9. But I really like this one, and you can see why. Look at this color story. It's blues, it's greens, it's purples, and then it has like a whole row of pinks that's nice, and it's this row is the one I would use the least, but I can appreciate the fact that they tried to make a rainbow palette, and the quality of this is actually pretty decent for the price. When I first tried it, I didn't like it as well. It's like I still like it though, so I figured it was still good enough to mention, especially at 50% off, because that thing is always selling out. So go grab it while it's still in stock, sis. Okay, we're gonna finally get into the last 3 brands I have to talk about. Sorry, last 4 brands I have to talk about. They are luxury brands. And then I will be done and I can put all these lovely things away. Yay. That's the part I hate about doing all these videos. Because you pull it all out and then you look at it and you're like, that's nice. But then you have to put it all back up yourself. Like, y'all not going to come, like, through the camera and come help me with this. So it's just like, oh, Jesus. Sometimes I feel like it's just easy to put pictures up. But who has time for that? Anyway, the Pillow Talk palette. So I got mine at 50% off, but they're doing a thing where it's like you buy one, you get one free. So I figured it was worth mentioning because you might have a friend who wants this palette, and then y'all each can only spend the it's a $75 palette, I believe. So you and your friend can each spend a certain amount, and then you all both get the palette since it's buy one get one free. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, there's not that many colors in there for people my skin tone, but I got mine for 50% off, and I wanted to try her formula in the bigger palette since I didn't like the formula of the Icon palette, which also you can get the Icon palette at buy one get one free. So if those colors are more your speed, that's buy one get one free. And then her holiday palette from last year is buy one get one free. I was actually thinking about getting that one and then putting one in the giveaway, but I'm like, I don't know, because the formula of those is just okay to me. It's not exceptional to the point where I feel like I need to, you know, spend that type of money. Where is that other thing I was looking for? Okay, here it is. So I like these lipsticks from her. I like Hepburn Honey as well. It's one of her cream lipsticks. I haven't tried any of her matte lipstick. I tried her hot lips and I didn't like those. But this is the shade Pillow Talk. I forgot the name of this particular style. I think these are like the Diamond Balms or Diamond something. This is called Pillow Talk Diamonds. I really like this color. There's a more bronzy coppery shade too that I like, so I would recommend these. I like her powders, their airbrush powder, and I like her setting spray. Those are things I recommend from her. I don't know if those are on sale on the website. I know it said 40% off, but I thought that, I don't know if that's just kits or exactly what's going on with that, because as y'all know, I don't really buy a lot of Charlotte Tilbury. But I did want to mention the palettes because I know people love eyeshadow palettes, and I know people like her formula a lot. So I figure if you can buy one and get the second one for free, why not? You and your friend, like I said, can split it and y'all both can have a palette that both of you all might have wanted. Next thing I have is Natasha Denona. Now she has a sale going where I think you buy two and you get them for the price of one, just like Charlotte did. But I know the foundations are 50% off. Now I like this foundation, okay. I wouldn't say it's exceptional. I have to be in the mood for this type of foundation because I feel like it doesn't it's okay. I don't feel like it makes your pores vanish though, like it says. It's a nice natural finish matte looking foundation, so it makes your skin look natural finish with a like matte type natural finish to it, if you will. I have the shade 85WN. I don't necessarily think this is a good perfect shade for me. They have a warm yellow one, but this is the one I found on what is it, Poshmark, that the YouTube was selling that she had gotten a PR. So I just went ahead and bought it because I was like, I didn't want to have to pay full price, and I'm glad I didn't because I don't like it that well. But for 50% off, I definitely think you should try it out. I wanted to get the shade, it was something WY, so she had a warm yellow one I wanted to try, but I always end up with the neutral stuff from her, so it's fine. Just like Charlotte Tilbury, I have the neutral foundation from her as well. The other thing I have, believe it or not, and I remember, again, I told y'all, in the fall is when you buy this palette. You don't buy this palette in the summertime. But she has a bundle going on where you can get the Love palette and then the Blossom palette, as far as the face palettes go, for $65. Now, I don't know if you could put this one in the Blossom palette because I would rather do that. But I've been using this one because it's fall and winter, and I told y'all in the beginning, you have to use this in the fall and winter because otherwise it's not going to work out for you if you're my skin tone. In the summertime, not at all. You have to use this in fall and winter because the melanin isn't as popping then, and then it's okay to use. So those are the only things I have from her. Her lipsticks are really nice. Those I Need a Nude lipsticks, I like those. I know those are on sale as well, but I didn't bring it with me, so I'm just gonna tell you I do like that. So if you want to try one of those, I would recommend you try them. The formula is really nice, and they're quite opaque and creamy and comfortable on the lips. So there's that. So ABH and Jackie Aina has returned on their website, so go and snag it while you can. Mine is dirty, filthy, gross, and disgusting. Look, I mean, look at this mirror. Look at this, honey. It's just gross because that's how much we love the Jackie Aina palette. Any excuse to use this palette, I said it once, I said it many times. I have any excuse to use Jackie's palette, I'd just be grabbing like, yes, let me go use it. Let me find an excuse to use it. So I'm thinking about doing a throwback, even though it's not Thursday video, with it and a 3 looks 1 palette, just so I can use it some more. How about that? But I really like that palette, and I definitely recommend you get it. It's won all types of awards and stuff, so that show you Jackie did her thing. How about that? Okay, so the now we're gonna get into the Pat McGrath. So the Pat McGrath palette I have is the, of course, Pat McGrath Labs Mega Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. They had a coupon going around where you could end up getting this for like $58, even though she's having like a 20% off sale, or 20, is it 25? Yeah, 25% off sale right now. And then there was an extra coupon where you can get an extra 10% off with it. So that still made it like a good amount of money off. And this is a gorgeous palette, so I definitely recommend that you get your hands on it while it's in stock, because once it is gone, child, it is not coming back, because it's a holiday palette. But you know, sometimes she brings stuff back, so maybe she would bring it back if people was obsessed and in love with it that much. I'm sorry I keep having to lean, but if I sit like this, like we're gonna be looking crazy. So I have to like lean like this and look crazy this way instead. So other things I have from Mother, of course, is her lip glosses. I just have the miniature ones here. I do have the full size of both of these because these are two of my favorite glosses. There's a third lip gloss I like from her, but they only have it in the full size, so obviously I don't have it here. But this is Bronze Temptation. This is one of my all-time favorites. And then, of course, Divine Rose is the second one of my favorites. I think it's funny that both the lip glosses I like, there are palettes named after them as well. If y'all remember, I think the holiday one is the Bronze Temptation. And then, of course, the Divine Rose is what came out this year. And there's two palettes named after this one. So that's funny. I like the lip gloss for real as well. I heard Kelsey Brown and Jay talking about it, and I bought it, and I was like, okay, I see you, Kelsey. That lip gloss is amazing, and I absolutely love it. And then I like her lipstick formula. Now, my favorite shade is Elston, and then I like Madame Grage and the shade Christy. So those are three shades I recommend out of her line. Her lip liner is actually really good too. It's one called Ground Control, I believe it's called. The darkest one that she had. She came out with two new ones so that I want to try the colors on. But I'm like, I already got plenty of lip liners that I need to go through. So I'm like, calm your happy self down. We're not buying any. And I just bought a Juvia's Place one. So I was good and I didn't buy it, y'all. But I was definitely tempted. Then I have the under eye blurring powder. This stuff is amazing. Of course, I have the shade Deep. I would open it, but it's cracked, so I can't even show it to you. But it's a gorgeous powder. You need to get it. And then her concealers are amazing. Go snatch those up as well, along with the setting powder. Now, I only like the setting powder for underneath the eye. God, y'all, I need to keep turning the camera. So I only like the setting powder for underneath the eye. It's the setting powder, the actual one in the tub. I don't like the ones that you put on the face because I feel like they oxidize the foundation and make them darker. So I don't recommend those because that's what always happens to me. If you have a foundation that's too light and you want to wear it in the summertime, then I would recommend those because I know it's going to guaranteed make your foundation darker than it's supposed to be. So that's a trick that can help you. But if you don't get those. Get the yellow shade, what is medium number 3. That's the one I love to use underneath my eyes, and it looks beautiful underneath the eyes. And then you put the powder I just showed you underneath there, and it just looks phenomenal. Okay, so the last brand I have to talk about after I've been sitting here for damn near an hour just talking about stuff, which just, honey, I'm so tired. And then I'd have to put all this crap back. It's Viseart. So Viseart is having their sale right now. I just did a review on their little palettes. I personally don't recommend those. However, if you do want them, make sure you pick them up at Sephora. Morgan Turner talked about this deal. It was the pink one and then one of the neutral ones for $27 on Sephora. So that'll be a great deal if you buy $50 worth of stuff and then you come back and buy it when they have the they give you that 15% off coupon. It'll be an exceptional deal. So you might want to check that out. Or if you're impatient, you just want to buy it now, $27 is a great deal for Viseart shadows because the quality of them is the same as these bigger palettes. And I always tell y'all, like, I feel like these smaller ones aren't the same as the bigger one. But this is one smaller one. I would say it's just as good as the Dark Mattes palette. So this is the Dark Edit palette. Of course, y'all know if I had the Dark Mattes, I had to get the Dark Edits. So when they had the sale on Beauty Bay, this was $27 and I think 75 cents or something. I went ahead and bought this one finally because I've been eyeing this one forever, but I just didn't pull the trigger because I was like, I know the formula of this isn't the same as the smaller one. I mean, it's the bigger one. And to my surprise, it actually is the same. I know this looks like it could be the palette that's on my eyes, but it's actually not. I have like 3 different palettes on my eyes right now, but we're not going to get into that because they're not in this video. Anyway, I really like this. I had this on my eyes yesterday, so when you see my foundation video, this is the palette I used to create that eye look. Love this palette, definitely recommend it. And I've only used it one time, which was yesterday, but I love it that much till I'm recommending it right now. I also recommend the Dark Edit one, the full size one like this. This is the Koi palette. I recommend it as well. As I would say the Editorial Brights, but since I'm showing you the Grande Pro Volume 3, I figured I don't need to show that one. Even though the that one has colors in it that this one doesn't, like it has a pink and some other stuff. But I just rather recommend this one. It was on sale on Beauty Bay for $122. This retails for $175, and as y'all can see, like half the palette is all me, and this other half I rarely dip into, but this half right here and occasionally the reds is usually what I dip into with this palette. I absolutely love it. I definitely think you should try it out. And that finally completes this video because y'all, I've been sitting here damn near an hour talking. I forgot. Nobla's having a sale. So the Nobla palette I would recommend. Let me see. I got some Nobla palettes here. I'm going to show you a small one I would recommend. The Nobla Cutie palettes are okay. Like the platinum one is really nice. I like that one. I don't have it yet. I'm thinking about getting it. I don't know. We'll see. But I have the Wildberry one. I really like this one. Like the alchemy color right here. Mine broke. If you all remember, I ended up putting the one they sent me as a replacement in the giveaway. But I really love this shade right here. It is absolutely stunning. I like this shade as well. And this one. So this little quad is usually what I use when I reach into this palette. But it's a gorgeous little palette. And if you don't want to spend a lot on Nobla, I definitely recommend it. I also like the Soul Blooming palette and the original Dreamy palette. Now, I don't like the Dreamy 2 palette. I don't know if it's a new formula I don't like, but I do not like that particular palette. So, I would have talked about the, what brand is that? I would have talked about Melt Cosmetics, but I don't necessarily think their palettes are on sale for that great of a deal right now. Plus, a lot of them were sold out, so maybe they'll have a better sale later on in the year, but I just wasn't impressed with what I saw, which is why I didn't mention it. I did get the Beetlejuice collection palettes, though, and those are at Sephora right now and Beauty Bay, and they're still on sale on Melt's website, so if you're interested in those, you can go check them out. But yeah, I am finally done after like damn near 51 minutes. I hope this was helpful. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.